Now, we will discuss about the pyroelectric effect. Means it is also depending on the property of material. Means if property of material changes with respect to something, and if that changes produces some variation in the electric field or voltage, etc. So that can be sensed, okay, with the help of some material. So uh, some types of materials means the crystalline substances. Uh, they are capable of generating an electrical charge in response to heat flow. Means when some heat is flowing through these materials, uh, then they are capable to produce some electric charge. And by observing or sensing that electrical charge, we can calculate how much heat transfer, how much heat flow exists between the material. So the pyroelectric materials, they are used uh, in the form of thin slices or film with electrodes deposited on the opposite sides to collect the thermally induced charges as shown in this figure. So we have a rectangular type of material here. Uh, there are different faces of the material. So look at the bottom and top face. The top face showing like a black color. So this has a heat absorbing plate. When a thermal flux incident on that place, it will be absorbed by the plate, and then it will try to flow through the material, and from the bottom plate it will come out. So in this mechanism, on the across the two sides of the material, some electric potential induces. So the rate of change of flow of the rate of change of flow of this thermal flux will be proportional to induced voltage. So by observing this, we can sense how much thermal flux is propagating through this material. Okay. So, like piezoelectrics, the pyroelectric materials, they are used in the form of thin slides. In case of piezoelectric materials, if these two faces they are deformed, then because of the deformation, some electric potential exists across the plates of the material. So that is because of the piezoelectricity. So similarly here, potential difference, it uh, uh, the potential difference exists because of the flow of this thermal flux. Correct. So these materials they can be used to design a sensor, uh, and the sensor will be capable to sense the temperature difference flow of this the thermal flux. Correct. So this pyroelectric sensor is essentially a capacitor which can be electrically charged by flux of heat. Okay. So when this heat transfer from one plate to another plate, so between these two plates, a capacitance exists, and on this capacitor, the charge can be accumulated. So that is, we can say, a type of component which converts the thermal flux directly into electrical voltage. So we can say this is acting like a direct type of sensor. As seen in this figure, you can easily understood what happens when heat is flowing from one plate to another plate between the electrodes of these material. Electric potential develop. So by measuring that electric potential, we can measure the heat flow. Okay, the pyroelectric sensor is essentially a capacitor which can be electrically charged by flux of heat. It is a direct converter of heat into electricity. Pyroelectric generates charge in response to a change in temperature. A pyroelectric device is heat flow detector rather than heat detector. Means it's not detecting heat. Suppose we have applied some heat on one plate and it is constant. Means there is no heat gradient, there is no heat flow. So that cannot be detected. Correct. So there must be some gradient. So it is capable to detect the heat flow, not the heat only. So when a pyroelectric crystal is exposed to a heat flow, for instance, from an infrared radiation source or from touching a warm object, temperature of export size is elevates and the side becomes a source of heat. Definitely, if heat is out, absorbed on the one plate, then that will act like a heat source, and that heat propagates through the pyroelectric material towards its opposite side, and there is an outflow of heat from the crystal to the environment. So that's why the heat flow exists, and that can be converted into the electric potential. This effect was observed first in tourmaline crystal. Later in the 19th century, Rothschild salt was used to make polyelectric sensors, and there are variety of materials they are available after 1915, and they are used in the designing of the pyroelectric sensor, and a composite type of PbTiO3 and PbZrO3, known as PZT. So these are the material available to design pyroelectric sensors. Presently, more than 1,000 materials with the now what happens when heat one side of the material is exposed with the thermal flux. So heat transfer will take place, and the polarization takes place. Polarization means the heat gets converted into electric potential. So we can say one type of charged particle accumulates on one plate, another type of particle accumulates on other plates. So that is the kind of polarization. Now, what I am talking about in present situation, we have more than 1,000 materials with reverse polarization. Reverse polarization means here the polarization is in this way, then polarization may be in opposite way. So these materials are available with reverse polarization. They are called ferroelectric crystals. The material with positive types of polarization, they are known as pyroelectric materials, and using these materials we can design the pyroelectric sensor. But the material with reversible polarization, they are known as ferroelectric crystals. The most important materials, they are triglycerine sulfate, lithium tantalate. Okay, here it is, I think, beryllium tantalate, VaTiO3. It is beryllium tantalate, the positive polarization type of material, but the negative type of our lithium tantalate, है ना? LiTaO3. So these materials are termed as the ferroelectric materials. What I want to discuss inside the pyroelectric materials. What I want to discuss, because heat transfer this take place, so some potential is generated. Now, in addition to that, these materials they have the piezoelectric effect as well. What happens in pyroelectric materials when heat flow takes place inside the material? The same kind of phenomena exists. Means the positive potential is accumulated on one plate, negative is on other plate. Correct? And definitely that will be opposite to the direction of heat flow. Kaise? Heat flows from, let's say, the top plate to the bottom. Then top will be positively charged and bottom will be negatively charged, as shown in this figure. Now see, heat is flowing from this to this. Suppose the positive potential exists at this plate, negative was this. So we have some potential difference here because of the pyroelectricity. Now, in addition to this, suppose the material is placed in environment and some force may exist. Okay, not the natural, maybe unnatural force. Then what may happen? Deformation in the shape of the material may also take place. So, in addition to this potential difference generated because of pyroelectricity, the potential difference may also be there due to the piezoelectricity. Correct. So then the net potential difference will be not the actual measurement corresponding to thermal flux flow. So to avoid this we should take care of the all types of manufacturing defects, all types of mechanical effects they may present in the environment. So with the proper shielding, this type of material can be used for as pyroelectric sensor. Please see that is written with different color. Beside pyroelectric properties, all these materials exhibit although I have discussed it, piezoelectric properties as well. They generate an electrical charge in response to mechanical stress. Means suppose some unwanted signal means in the form of force, it is present. Then, in addition to the voltage induced due to temperature variation, there will be some voltage that is because of the mechanical stress. Okay, so we must take care of all these things. If the pyroelectric sensor is designed, then it is important to minimize all the potential mechanical disturbances. So if it is not there, then in addition to the induced voltage due to temperature variation, we will have voltage due to deformation in shape of the material. So that will not give you the correct reading. Okay. So when the pyroelectric sensor is designed, all the mechanical disturbances must be taken care of. Correct. Now my question is, can you can we discuss something about the range of the temperature that can be sensed with such type of materials? So here I have shown this with the help of two figures. The upper one, although these two figures are on same graph, so the temperature variation line will exactly be same. This one, okay. These two must meet at same point. Now, polarization. If temperature on this x-axis, there is the x-axis representing the temperature variation. So when temperature increases, what happens? The polarization. Polarization means accumulation of charges on one plate and to another plate. For some range, it remains. It will increase. Okay, and after that, it will decrease. So similarly, if we increase the temperature, then what happens to there must be some pyroelectric coefficients of temperature. Means material that we are having with a positive pyroelectric temperature coefficients or negative. Positive means on increasing the temperature, its coefficient of temperature gets increased. And it is increasing with respect to temperature. Will it increase always or not? So with this figure, we can explain something. It is increasing, then after that it gets constant, means the piezoelectric coefficient becomes constant. So if we further increase the temperature, there will not be any variation in the induced EMF across the plates of the material. So these things can be explained with respect to these the figures. Now what we can see from here, the pyroelectric sensor, when it is exposed to a step function of heat, means heat is step function, means at zero it is zero, and just after zero it has some fixed value. Okay, so then what we will see, the electric charges reaches its peak value almost instantaneously, means just after the heat step heat is applied to the material. Okay, and after that, what happens? It decays. It remains constant, but that decays slowly and slowly. And further, it may go to the zero. But this is for step heat. So that's why we can prove that the pyroelectric materials, they sense the heat flow, not the heat. Because here step type of heat is there, means no heat flow. है ना? So in this way you can explain it. So